Shit. Shit, shit. Shit. Yep. I'm ready whenever you're ready. If you want to do that one, I might have to sit a little close. That one. Shit. You hear me? Shit. Hey, welcome back to the Animal Expedition Files. I am your host, The Animal. We are back live at the Cobble Mountain Critter Fest. And I am here with the amazing Eric Vogel. And Tim Vogel's somewhere around doing something, but he's around, man. So how's it going, man? How's it going?
So far, so good. Weather's holding out. It's looking really good.
Yeah.
We actually ended up with a lot of vendors that showed up, even in this pouring, the rain coming in and out, scattered. I think it's going to be an incredible event. We have some fantastic speakers.
So tell me a little bit about this event. Now, you guys started with talking about it. You and your brother talked about it around a table, and it was just shooting the shit. Tell us a little bit about that story. How that come to something so big like this, where people just come together, talk about Bigfoot, ghosts, UFOs, you name it. Tell us how that dream started.
Well, that's exactly what it was. It started out as just talk, sitting around a kitchen table. We had an youth outdoor adventure business for 25 years. So then we turned around and we've been out doing squatching. We go for a squatch ride 3-4 times a week, and you start picking up equipment, you start putting gas in, and price of gas, everything is expensive. So we were sitting there one day, geez, how can we do this and make it so we can help we get it so it'll help us out,
Yeah.
with gas and equipment, things like that. And so we turned around and we sat there. It's on the other side. So we turned around and we sat there. We kind of threw things back and forth. Now Cobble Mountain is right behind us. It's thousands of acres. I think it's a 200 million gallon reservoir or 2 billion gallon reservoir.
Oh, wow.
So there's been activity in there. So we turned around and we says, well, we've already had an outdoor adventure business. How can we turn this into a business? And we bounced names back and forth, and we took Cobble Mountain, and then we added a bunch of different things on the end of it, and then we came up with the Cobble Mountain Critter Project. And that project is to get youth back into the outdoors.
Yeah.
Get them to know how to use their watershed, because we are in one big massive watershed. Right now.
Mm.
So we want to teach the kids how to use it, how to respect it, how it even works. How was it built and why was it built?
Yeah.
So it's not only going to teach the kids, it's not just going to get them out, but it's going to teach them why things were done in a certain way. We're looking, this festival is going to go, all the proceeds go towards youth outdoor education, whether it's a coloring book, whether it's we're looking into buying trees, planting trees. It'll be the Bigfoot Arbor Day. So we have a bunch of different things that we'd like to do. We're just one step at a time and see if it will get there. And right now, this is one of the steps. And we never even really thought of a festival. We really didn't. We just sat there. We threw things back and forth. We started doing library talks, talking and telling our story, and realizing people were actually coming and wanting to hear what we had to say. And eventually, we were selling out all of our libraries.
Wow.
They were literally, you had to sign up at some of them to get a seat.
Yeah.
So that's when we turned around and says, we said, we wonder if we could do this and get away with it. We've never done one, so it was a lot of work. We learned a lot, learned from our little mistakes here and there. But this, I, this is a collective group of investigators, not just cryptid, not just Bigfoot, paranormal, UFO, uh, the elusive big cat, you
Hmm.
know, uh, mountain lions and things like that. So we have a group from all over New England. We have you from Florida who is doing paranormal diving. Who ever heard of that? That's
Yeah.
crazy, but it's something that people will do, especially
Yeah.
with you here and you're bringing it out.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can build or get a coalition of people that will, maybe this year is small, maybe next year it'll be bigger.
Yeah.
I've been talking to some people that have said that they've heard it out there, but the weather was kind of holding them off. I would love to see them come out, weather and all.
Yeah.
Get a rain jacket, come on out. You'll be amazed.
And right now it's not even raining right now. It rained for like maybe 2 seconds really hard and then stopped and now it's
Yeah.
already dry.
It really turned out
Yeah.
for our advantage. It really
Yeah.
has. But that's where the Critter Festival actually started. It was sitting at a kitchen table. This whole thing was sitting at a kitchen table. And then we just started talking about our own investigations because
Yeah.
we had our first encounter, real encounter, back in 2013 up in the Adirondacks.
Wow.
So that's where it all started. And then as we got out and got on Facebook and got into the internet and everything else, we found out, wow, there's more people out there
Hmm.
having the same thing we're having.
Yeah.
So it kind of opened our eyes, and we got to see more and more of it, and we went to a couple of conferences out in Ohio, we said, well, we could do that.
Hmm.
And if you look at a map for festivals and things like that here in New England, we're in a big hole that they don't do any festivals or anything like that
Yeah.
for you know for cryptids or paranormal, any of that. And this is why we tried to pull everybody together. And we're amazed that the amount of investigators, boots on the ground investigators that have come out. These aren't people that are on TV. These aren't celebrity people. These are people that are out there in the dirt, getting bit by mosquitoes and
Yep.
everything else. They're doing the job, and they're the unknown investigators that we're hoping that this will be their platform
Yeah.
to bring them out and bring them out in the open, because they have some vital information. If you're into big cats, like Jean Tewksbury,
Yeah.
she is incredible on the
Oh,
information that she has.
it just amazed me like the information she knows about these big cats and panthers and all kind of animals out there, and it just amazes me at what the info. And plus she just was talking a little bit ago. She was like, I think one of the first speakers. And I got to listen to it a little bit before I had to interview somebody, but it's her talk's amazing.
She is very good
Yeah.
at what she does.
Yeah.
She used to be one of the curators for the cryptozoology museum out of Maine.
Oh wow.
So she not only knows Bigfoot,
Yep.
but now she's really into the big cat thing.
That's awesome.
Matt Monets is here, and he's going to talk about UFOs.
Yep.
You know, I- and we already know that there's UFOs out there
Oh,
because the
look at the
government
whole
said
drone
yes.
thing. We talk about conspiracy theories here all the time. So
So they're there.
I'm gonna have to grab Matt Monet here after I speak and do some conspiracy theorying about UFOs. We're gonna have a little fun with that.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. I wish Tim was here too because like you guys started something so cool, especially here. You're in a camp, a Boy Scout camp that just and you're giving back to the people to the kids. That's what it's all
Yes.
about. So if you buy a ticket or if you're seeing somebody that's here, all that money goes to children of
Yeah.
this camp. They're not here to make money off this.
Yeah. This is going to all the youth from the surrounding
Yeah.
areas. You know, the different schools.
Yeah. So if you're out there, please like definitely like help them out with this because this is an amazing cause here. Just what they're doing is for the children, and it's I love that because it helps others. You know, that's what we're all about here at Cobble Mountain is helping people, and especially all the people here that I met are so amazing. Some of them I met on Thursday and Friday, and most of them I saw today that rolled in this morning, and just the stories they had about just Bigfooting and all the amazing stuff that they've been through, all the stories.
I have heard some stories that I've never heard before.
Yeah, me neither, and that's
And I'm hoping this will be a platform for some
yeah,
of these people to come out and tell you their story.
yeah.
We have Ernie Davro. I
Mhm.
mean, his
Oh
story
my
is
gosh,
absolutely incredible.
we talked for an extra hour and a half from the Bigfoot calls that we were hearing in the woods. We were like out there for 4 hours last night. And then me and Ernie just sat right here. He's sitting in your seat, I was sitting here, and we were just literally like shooting the shit about Bigfoot and theories and just tree structures and just we were listening to the audio and it's just amazing to be able to speak about that because it's just
Yeah.
there's something out there and if people don't believe that there's a Bigfoot, people are starting to engage in it because people are listening because more people are having experiences
Yes.
out in the woods and they're telling their story that they're like that was a skeptic. There was a lot of
Exactly.
skeptics out there and now they're like curious because they're listening to other people's stories then they're having the experience so now they're communicating back and they're sharing their story to other people that didn't believe it.
When you're sitting there and you're listening to somebody else tell a story, and all of a sudden that story starts clicking with your story, you're
Yeah.
saying, "Well, wait a minute, this happened to me too." Well, I had that happen. I've had knocks. I've had howls. I've had rocks thrown at me.
Yeah.
You know, and you're listening to someone talk about that, and they could be 3 states away, and they're having the same thing you're having. So, we're hoping that this will open up the door to bring more people in,
Yeah.
and the more people that come in to the festival and whatnot, that helps us and helping the youth.
That's
And
awesome.
that was our biggest thing. You know, like I said, we had a business 25 years that was outdoor youth. We're always giving back.
Hmm.
And that's what this is all about. And that's what every investigator came here to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the best thing about the whole thing because these are boots on the ground guys that gave up their weekend to come out here
That's
say,
awesome.
and talk and let everybody else know.
Heck yeah.
So that's cool.
That's
I'm
awesome,
looking
man.
forward to it.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to a lot of amazing things that's happening here
And
and
this
if
is early.
yeah, this is very early. I've been interviewing since 9 a.m. And people are still rolling in. Rain or shine, it doesn't matter. Come here. Come and say hello to stop by our table, Animal Expedition Files. Stop at everybody else's table. They're amazing people. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Their stories are amazing. You'll love them. They won't bite, I promise.
No, no.
They're very friendly people. I got to squatch with them last night till like I don't know how late. But, well, actually, for the past couple of nights, I've
Yeah.
been up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. We went squatch riding. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Thursday when I got here, went squatch riding for 5 hours. Oh my gosh, the experience. It was awesome. But yeah,
But
man.
yes,
The
it's really cool. I'm glad you're doing this too.
Yeah.
Because now that gets it out there. Hopefully more people will look into
N-
it. And you know, if they can't come here, we still take donations.
Yep. Yeah, they have now. Do you have a website that they can do that too?
We have a website. It's a Cobble Mountain Critter Project.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to that, you can go on and you can leave a comment. You can You can ask us where you can drop off send a donation if you'd like.
Yeah.
Contribution, if that's what you want to prefer to call it. Yeah. Oh, yes. Everything and anything helps.
Yeah.
And if you just want to maybe next year, if you just want to show up and help us out, we will take you in, and we always
awesome.
have plenty of work.
I'm
Always.
actually planning on later on this afternoon. I want to kind of do a roundtable discussion
That would be
with
cool.
all amazing researchers. I'm going to spread the mics out, and we're just going to have an organic conversation about Bigfoot, their experiences here. So don't miss out on that. A lot of the speakers don't know that they're going to do that. I'm going to kind of force them to do that. Kind of like drop a bag of Taco Bell or something like that. Maybe they'll they'll wheel them in. But anyways, yeah, no, they'll know pretty soon. But oh, here comes the rain again. See, rain or shine, we're gonna do this, folks. So
but it's clearing up.
Yep. Now it stopped. I feel like I'm in Florida now. But all right, guys, thank you for joining me on Animal Expedition Files. Thank you, Eric, so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Definitely follow them on Facebook, of the Vogel Brothers on Facebook and YouTube. They have all kind of different things. Like I said, follow them on Cobble Mountain Critter Project. They take donations, and everything goes to the children and to what they're doing here. Is amazing. But thank you guys so much for joining me. We will have a session 2. I'm going to take a break for a while and walk around. So I'm going to sign off here. And we will be back with a lot of amazing people. And Richie B and Wojo, they will be coming by too. Those loud guys. So I'm sure you guys know who they are. So we'll be going back and forth. I'll be on their show. They'll be on mine. And we're going to have fun. And then we're going to have a roundtable discussion later tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. And then maybe we might squatch tonight. Who knows? Rain or shine.
Yeah,
at night. Before I leave to Florida, I need to do one more squatching in Massachusetts before I go back.
Out.
So
absolutely will.
We'll head out, guys. I'm just checking here. Hey, Andrew. Hey, buddy. What's up? Hey, Thomas. Andrew is on his way.
Nice.
Simpson Shadow Paranormal. Awesome, man. Looking forward to it. I gotta get you on the show. But we will see you here soon, and I hope everybody has a good day, and we will be back here in just a bit.
Lights on. Dark Realm TV.